Dave,
I wasn't on the ball,
you weren't on the ball.
but I might be on the ball after this.
Yeah, the busted ball.
Ball. Give me a sec.
While that's
What are you drinking? Dirty Grannies there or something?
loading.
Hang on. It doesn't really matter.
Oh, what are the conditions? I didn't even bother to check.
No wind and soft.
Oh.
What are we doing? No wind, soft.
Correct.
Oh,
These
dear
conditions
me.
don't feel at all familiar. Not sure
No,
how to play them.
I don't think I've ever set these conditions before. But it seems like it should be a test of skill. It'll be about spin control and accuracy. That looks pretty good. He's brooding us already.
That wasn't a bad start. I'm glad I had a few swings on the practice ground.
Yep.
No!
Well, this is...
Oh no, this is going to be not at all good. Get around that tree. Oh,
I think you're okay.
Just.
Yeah.
105. Oh.
Oh, what was that? Did something go across the screen there?
I didn't notice it.
Oh yeah, I can see some kind of flying birds.
Oh. Well, this screen doesn't look very non-VLI friendly. Oh, shit.
Oh.
You caught the downhill slope. You were very accurate though.
I'm unhappy with that.
Oh. This is an interesting little... Don't want to be short here. Oh, I see what you... Oh. This is not a nice shot.
Gorgeous.
It is now. Beautiful.
It is now.
Very well worked out.
I think the danger there was being short, as you can obviously see.
Trying to work out whether to flop it or chip it. I think the chip might be easier, just because I can sort of see what it's going to do. Oh God, that's not great. That was a mistake.
Yeah, there could be some trouble ahead.
Okay.
Noises indeed.
Don't think it's that much in it, but we'll find out. Oh!
Oh, that's pretty
Oh,
brutal.
that is cruel. I thought that was in, Dave. I really did.
Oh my God! I don't think I've ever seen a ball make it to the hole then roll backwards.
No, it's very seldom it happens.
Oh, I'm completely frightened by this putt now.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
going to try and bring it in from the back. Or I'm just going to stuff it up completely.
No, you really
Oh, no.
powered through it.
Oh. This feels like I could 5-putt or something.
I see there was a bloke on the PGA Tour this week that 6-putted one hole.
Jesus Christ. I just want to make sure I get down in 2 from here.
oh dear. Well, Dave, you haven't exactly filled me with.
You're gonna belt the line out of it, Andy?
No, I'm going to lag this. Oh, I got it in as well.
Wow, that's huge.
It was a really
Did you
sharp
see
turn,
that?
didn't it?
I mean, I aimed way off there. Well done.
Geez, you're hitting them hard, Dave.
Well, I felt I had to in that case because they just want to deviate so badly.
Well, I hope all the greens aren't like that. That was.
Yeah, that's
294.
ooh, eagle chance. Where's the pin though? Looks like oh, it's just there. Oh, is that a cultured draw, Andy?
It was a culture draw.
Nice shot.
Oh,
Well, that was also a cultured draw. But okay now. Looked exciting.
More exciting than I was hoping for, but
I'm sure. Not going to use any artificial aids. I'm just going to let my natural draw bring this around. Yeah, good idea.
well, what's going on with you two today? You haven't, neither of you did a fairway yet.
fairways are overrated, Andy.
Probably on
that for a long
soft
time.
Mind you, I should know all about not hitting fairways. That's the worst stat and it always has been for me.
What was that? Oh my!
What was it,
Oh,
Dave?
I don't know. I haven't come back from Sorrento in very good form. Jesus.
Pull yourself together, man.
Right off.
Well, it could have been worse. We could have been playing PGA West, which would have been a real examination of your golfing skills with water all over the place.
Or bloody Wentworth.
Oh, PGA National. That's the one.
Oh God, that was enough.
Home of the Honda Classic, or what used to be the Honda Classic.
Probably going to be the Tesla Classic in the future.
Okay, 28-12. Well, that was a bit steamy, wasn't it?
Was. Can't see anything in this. Too hard. Damn.
Good place.
Whew. Yep.
Boom.
Solid.
Nice.
Okay, 507. All right.
I'm 4 behind after 2 holes.
Nasty first hole, though.
Well, I bought back from Sorrento half a bottle of Cunning Plan, which didn't get finished.
Right.
I think I might have to self-serve and see if that helps.
Be more like self-medication.
Either way.
Will it hold up?
No,
No,
that's
well-
okay though. Oh, that's good. 2-4-1. Well, it's 2-4-1 direct, but whether you whether you've actually got a shot through them trees. You might well have.
I think I have. Just.
I think you've actually, looking at the overhead, you've landed past that silvery, whatever it is.
Oh, the birch or whatever.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Mm. Okay. So that is fine.
Yep, that'll be fine.
Oh, I'm not sure. I can now see where you're. There's going to have to be some fancy shot making. Oh
There
no,
is.
actually, I think you're okay. Yeah, you're both okay. So, well done to you both. Hmm. Let's have a look at this pin. Okay. Um.
You went sensible.
Hmm.
Oh, I've got to shape it around.
Shape, shape, shape.
Shape, shape,
Shape.
shape.
Oh.
Shape it around.
You know the song, you remember?
I do.
Shake your booty.
Yeah.
Who is it by though?
KC and the Sunshine Band. Oh,
Yes.
Land soft.
Wow. Gorgeous, Dave.
It'll work.
Yeah.
Still a fun
No,
putt.
Dave's an expert on music, Andy. He knows all the old songs.
I'm known as Billy Pennell.
Correct. But he won't know who Billy Pennell is.
No, he will not. You'll need to explain who Billy Pennell is because I don't even know.
Well, he was just a music commentator that knew everything about every song. And that's what Dave is. There's
Okay.
nothing he doesn't know.
Well, I don't know anything about modern music, but give me stuff from the 80s.
Up to about 1990, he's good.
And then after that, he's a bit,
I'm
bit
a
like me.
bit ordinary.
He's a bit pants after 1990. I just put too much fade on that. It was almost perfect distance.
Well, that's not a bad spot where you put it, Dave.
Yeah, I'm not unhappy. I'll have a crack at chipping that in, Andy.
And then turn right. Oh,
Oh,
God, no.
Christ.
that's
We're
the
backwards.
Wow.
problem with soft, isn't it?
That had enthusiasm. I am going to try and chip this in. I'm buggered if I can work out the putting. Oh, crap. Oh, no. Oh, I forgot it was soft and uphill. It's my own fault. Oh, shot.
Ooh.
Oh. Wow.
If I was going to leave it 5 feet away, that's the best place to put it.
Well, I think I'm going to be putting right over your marker, Andy, but I got a bit of a read off your roll as well.
Jesus, this is.
Might have some right to left in it, though.
You reckon? Wow, I'm thinking at least out to there. Doesn't feel like enough.
But yeah. I'll get past mine. Yeah.
Okay. No.
Nothing like it.
Oh,
Good
I thought
putt.
I'd missed. Yeah, I thought I'd missed to the right.
A nice little birdie there, Dave.
Well, I bloody needed it, Dave.
Yes, yes you did.
But Andy, his progress. Yeah.
Well, the putter's looking pretty solid today.
Very solid, I would say. Seven. Don't
Really have the right club here
me either.
with the soft conditions.
Yeah. I want that 205 club that Andy's got.
Hmm.
Instead, it's going to get shot 7. Oh, so super unhappy. Again, good distance to the right. It's getting annoying.
No, you don't want it to be annoying for you.
Thanks for your support, Andy.
We want this game to give you work on your positive mental energy. We don't want to hear stuff like, "Oh, it's too much. I can't cope."
Point taken, I'll stop whining.
It's a nice connect.
What's a nice connect?
Well, I'm not playing the 7 wood.
How are you going to hit a 193 that far?
I'm not. I don't think.
Stand up good.
I did. Well, I made it onto the green. That's it.
Yeah, nice.
Very good.
Oh,
Oh no!
It's a pity.
the odds of me getting those online is not high, and to do that is just very annoying.
Well, I found out yesterday, or a couple of days ago, that I have been, in fact, breaking the law since July 2023.
Really?
Really?
Yeah. I'll tell you how I've been breaking the law. And I'll be breaking the law for probably another 3 weeks or something like that as well.
I guess the question is, does the law know that you've been breaking the law?
No, but I'll give you a clue. Unless I get stopped by the police driving
Something
the
off the
car,
car.
it's
Yeah.
not the car itself. The
Is it your
car's
glasses?
sorry.
Is it your glasses or something? You got
Well,
to.
I'm not. That's not illegal. I've been doing since July last year has been it's illegal. There's no two ways about it. And I'll probably continue doing something illegal for the next 2 or 3 weeks. No, I tell you what it was. It's a very convoluted story, this, but I just get this. Ooh. Right, with my pension starting in basically a month's time.
Yep.
Okay, I was checking a few things, and I thought, well, I'll just sort of register to service my pension online as well. Although I applied online, you can also apply for if you like, a pension account to see when it's being paid and so on and so forth. And when I applied for this online servicing, they required some documentation.
Yep.
And one of the documentation, well, two of them, one was a driving license and one was a passport. And I knew the passport was out of date, but the what was shocking was the driving license ran out in July 2020.
Oh wow, there's a gigantic fine for driving an expired license in Victoria. So try not to get caught.
Yeah, exactly. So I've applied for my driving license. My passport.
Yeah.
So I'm renewing my passport, and that should make the driving license situation a lot easier to do online. If I haven't got a passport, then renewing the driving license becomes a lot more problematic.
Yeah. And how long did it ago did it expire, Andy? The driver's license.
Well, I actually got it upgraded to a credit card size when I moved to my present address.
Yeah.
But so all it did, I think the license you have to renew every 10 years. So
Yeah.
it just renewed up to the end of the 10-year date that I originally had. So it just replaced the paper version with the photo ID card. But
Yeah.
of course, I've just forgotten all about the fact that there was only a couple of years left on the thing anyway.
Mm.
You really don't want to drive this green.
No,
Andy and I are going to have a pitching competition. Maybe you'd care to join us, Dave.
I'll give it a bill.
but here's the kicker as well. Not only is my driving license ran out in July 2023, when did my wife's run out? 20. Oh, I can't read that. Oh, hang on a minute. Check this. My wife's ran out in April 2023.
Andy, she should really, if she wants to keep driving, I know in Australia, if you let it expire and don't fix it, after 1 year, you then have to reapply from scratch.
Hmm.
So that might be something to watch if Carol wants to drive again. You better get onto it straight away. I don't know if it's the same rules over there.
Hmm.
But it would be annoying to have to go from scratch.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, that was close. Excellent effort.
Yeah, your accuracy has been great.
Yeah, my strength has been crap. My putts, everything. Yep, nice. Much less work than I've got.
31 inches. That's what I call pretty much a tap in.
Yeah. Well, I didn't see my ball do anything. I think I'm just gonna go for it. Oh.
Ooh.
Done. Looks pretty flat. And it was.
Well, all I'll say, Andy, is I poured a glass of Cunning Clam Shiraz on the third tee, and I'm 2 under since then.
Easy. Easy, Tiger.
Oh, I've been nailing the drives now.
Yeah. I'm worried. I'm starting to palpitate.
I'm not sure I'm buying that, Andy.
Yeah, well, to be honest, I just said it to make you feel better, Dave. There you go.
I'm palpitating.
Well, it doesn't really matter that you're out there anyway, Andy.
Oh.
No.
Can't really reach the two.
Come and join me in the bunker, Dave.
I will.
Oh, yes.
It looked like a fine place to end up.
Oh, as you said, it's not that much of an impediment. correct one I'm in.
Indeed.
Look at this pin, and I think the closer to the green, the better. Can't see any reason to hit something short. Even better if it's in the rough.
Indeed.
Does look like backspin city up there if you're on the fairway with a full shot.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Backspin City. I like that. Come on.
Great line. That's
I shudder to think what would have happened if that had spin on it.
yeah.
Well, we shall find out.
Yeah. To use one of your terms, Andy, I think it's a greasy little putt all the same.
Yeah. Oh, nice played.
Still
Very
looks
nice.
exciting, but
All fallen for it.
Well, what nobody actually got was the ultimate one where it's just one bounce and then just stop.
Yeah. Well, none of us were on the fairway, were we?
I'm 10 feet away. That's... Oh, that must be me just to the left. I think we're all in a line out here.
yes.
Here we are. A sensible putt.
A sensible putt for a sensible person.
You don't know me very well.
Well, I did say it tongue in cheek, David. No, I was thinking of sensible policies for that was out of Blackadder, wasn't it?
It sounds like it. Sounds like Blackadder.
When they were talking about tougher sentences for geography teachers. Yeah, all very reasonable policies, but
It could have been out of Yes Minister, a line like that
Yes.
as well.
One of my
Well,
favourite
this is-
shows, Yes Minister.
Yeah, it was great.
Now look at it.
That was always the risk.
Yeah. A bit happier with my. Not that happy. Had 2 looks.
Oh,
I think we both went for it, Andy.
we did. Weren't sensible enough.
No, Dave is the smart one. You have to take the tongue-in-cheek tone out of your comment about Dave.
Yeah.
Yep.
Rammed.
Crap, mine better do the same. Oh, God. Mine looks worse. What is worse? If this misses, I'm going to 3-putt from here. Guarantee it. And I'm going to hit it firmish.
Ooh, he was turning.
That was a white knuckle putt. Well, there was a lot of drama there for no change.
Yeah.
Shit. Oh, now it's. Okay, so. Down there. Oh, no, there.
Very nice. 210. Oh.
There are shortcuts.
Right. Let's just see where this goes. Well, that's an interesting line.
It is. I think it's okay.
It'll work.
A lot closer.
Sensible.
Just don't go in that bunker. Good.
pretty good. Looks fairly flat, that green. Nothing,
Does.
nothing outrageous.
That'd make it the first flat one. Line. Oh,
I thought that was going to happen.
Hmm.
13. Uh-oh.
It had too much pace on it anyway. Even if it was online, it would have been screwed. Yep.
yeah, it was dead straight. I did not move it 1 millimeter.
Oh, I've got a feeling this is going to be... No, don't panic about that. Can't see this being anything other than straight.
Yeah. So
You know, 333. Wow, this is
look at what's happening off the tee. It's supposed to be hitting. Okay. Okay.
nicely positioned.
Very good.
Right. Too far. Oh, don't want to be there, but I'll be okay.
Yeah, another 2 meters might have been interesting. But it's all good now.
Hmm. It's in the fairway. Hit the fairway and stayed in the fairway. That's
It's the key.
decent shot. Right.
Nice, Andy.
12 feet.
Very nice.
No, I don't want to save the shot.
Mm.
Oh, I thought you were going to be just too
So
far.
did I, Andy. So did I.
Nicely worked.
Lovely.
Lovely indeed.
Certainly, the cunning plan is not doing any harm whatsoever here.
No, I'm growing in confidence, Andy, whether it's justified or not. And it's pretty nice too.
Oh God, it went straight over it.
It did. So I got the glad wrap over the hole.
Yeah, that was funny. That it didn't even want to deviate.
Yeah, normally it'll wobble or something.
Yeah. It was a bit better pace. It should have been the pace of the first, but
Well, no one's ball has done anything, and mine looks flat. I'm just going to assume it is. Thought it wasn't, but hung on.
Enough
Andy
of
and I
it.
both had flat putts. Yours was slightly downhill.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Well, it's tightened up a little bit.
Has. Definitely has. This shot. Oh, shit. That was rubbish.
Mm-hmm.
The ball.
It was the pulled bull.
And Andy do the Goldilocks shot in between our two. got the line.
Pretty much. Not exactly an O baby.
Oh!
Hey,
I thought it was in all the way.
This
It looked
game
flat.
hates me.
That was harsh.
oh no, that went to the right.
Yeah,
Never saw that.
that deviated hard about halfway there.
Tell you what, I've blasted one or two putts. I haven't been.
I describe it almost as very un-Andy-like with your pace.
Oh, Christ.
Ooh. Show me the line, Dave.
I'm putting off the green.
A spiteful shot.
Well, we've all got threes. In spite of my best attempts to stuff it up. Oh, it's another par three.
Well, my long irons have been terrible.
Not bad from there though, Dave.
It's improving my putting stats because I'm up and downing a lot.
Similar shot.
Interesting. Identical.
Come on, Andy, join us. One of us. Yep, I know.
Oh.
Almost.
We all somehow underestimated the distance.
Took too much off it, I think.
Mm.
My,
That's interesting, Dave. Yours is up 4 foot, mine's only up 36 inches, yet we're only inches apart.
It's strange, isn't it?
Very strange.
Very strange indeed. And it looks like a kind of a horrible shot. Not happy about it. The right and really chop down on it. See what happens. Crap, too much backspin. Oh, no.
But that's where you got to be though, Dave. You got to be under the hole. weird. He's sitting pretty right where he is.
Oh. Oh.
That
Right.
seems something. He tried to chip in.
Nearly. Not up.
Oh, okay.
With pace, that would have gone, Dave. A bit more pace, sure. Cruel.
No, it's what it is.
Okay. Oh. Hmm. 37. 37.
Definitely the right angle to come from. Just want to pitch it on and stay under that hole. Nice. Well, get some free information.
It's a fun little shot. Look at it. Look at it. Oh, man. Get up. No. Oh.
Could have been worse.
38 yards. 41 yards. Not what I had in mind.
36 yards carry. Well, that didn't come out there at all well. Never mind. Seven 14, right.
Went for it.
Well, Dave, I don't know who's going to be putting first.
Is it going to matter?
Oh,
Good shot.
it looked flat, and it was.
Does anybody think that Donald Trump is not going to be the next president of the United States?
I'm becoming more and more disillusioned. I'm really hoping he doesn't.
I mean, I can't see a way unless something happens to him, I think he's going to be president.
Yeah.
And
Thought they deserve everything they fucking get if they vote him in. He's going to be a nightmare president. He was
well, have you convinced your sister to leave America yet, Dave?
no, it's not my call. But it's fucking scary.
It is.
Just read the Project 2025 document and you'll be going, oh my God.
What's the Project 25?
That's their first 90 days in office. That's their plan.
Is he already written?
Yeah. They've already lined up 25,000 people to replace current administration staff with Trump sycophants.
Wow.
So they're going to completely gut the administrative services and put in Trump loyalists. So you won't have anyone that says no.
And you won't have any legal due process by the time the next election comes along. And
no, they're going to get rid of the DOJ and all these.
There'll be no way of getting them out.
Yeah.
It will be a dictatorship that pretends to be a democracy. That's what it'll be.
Welcome to the Trump dynasty, it'll be.
Yeah. And his son will be happy to take over in 5, 10, 15 years.
Could you imagine that? Those fucking morons in charge.
He's a piece of work himself, the son.
Which one? Both of them are.
I think the other problem is the press in this country. You know, we're not really that bothered about what's going on in America. It's just an aside. But the media is already pouncing, not on Trump's shortcomings, and God knows there are enough shortcomings, but they're pouncing on Biden's sort of stuff. I mean, every time I see him on TV, I think, oh, Hinny, you should be in a home. You know, he looks frail. He can't, you know, he's almost going through what looks like the first stages of Alzheimer's. You know, so unfortunately, the American people are going to be faced with the choice of somebody who's probably quite a sincere guy, but should be locked up somewhere in a home, and the other guy is just the total opposite. Maybe he projects, you know, power and certainty, but we all know he's totally insincere.
He should be locked up in another home.
But he's a bumbling idiot. If you listen to what he says, he can't. He says, he says Biden can't string two words together. He's guilty of that crime himself.
Yeah, but the difference is, I think to his supporters, his words seem, I don't know, they might be absolute garbage, and they are garbage, from what I've heard of it. But, you know, I think he says it in a manner which is going to appeal to a lot of Americans. You know, firm, you know, sort of whatever. Even though this firmness is built on a house of cards, basically.
And the irony is, he's resonating with the poor people in Middle America, who were all going to vote for him. And what did he do when he got into power? He brought in the biggest tax cuts for the rich ever. But somehow they let that slide. It's just bizarre.
It is bizarre. I don't understand it.
I don't either.
But I was just mulling over yesterday the fact we've got Biden possibly going into Trump. Oh my God, we've got elections for Putin. Well, we say elections, but they're just going to be sham elections. You know, 95% vote for Putin and token numbers for the other candidates. It's a bit like sort of Colin and Daxon in Blackadder. You know,
Yeah.
the number of votes cast reflects the what was it? The sincerity of the views I held, or the strength of feeling of the voters. There was only one bloody voter.
I think he got 99% in the last election, Andy.
Who? Putin?
Yeah.
Bloody hell. But I mean, Putin's another one. I mean, he's when you listen to some of the stuff he says, well, I don't listen to any of his stuff, but the occasional clips I've seen, it's all about projecting the illusion of strength and power and standing up for, you know, the Russian state, and people are lapping it up, even, you know. So
He's literally he's just a gangster, literally.
Yeah. He's a gangster that's seemingly adored by enough of the Russian population, whether there's vote rigging or not.
Well, forget the Russian population, the Trump population see nothing wrong with it either.
Yeah.
That's the scariest thing of all.
We've also got Iran, who are going through their elections, and good luck to them as well.
Yes.
And of course, we're going to end up with. Oh, is that mine?
We're getting echo at Dave's end.
Yeah, I thought we
What?
would.
Yep.
Echo.
Just for a minute. No, it's gone away. We're going to have elections in the UK as well at some point during the year. One of the things the Conservatives look as though they're going to do is they're going to pinch a central plank of what Labour said they were going to do, which is to tax the non-domiciles who are resident who live in the UK, i.e. they pay their tax in another country. So they're going to use that to rake in a few billion.
Yeah.
But it's one of the central planks of the Labour Party. It's funny.
So that no doubt railed against it at some stage, and now they're stealing it.
Oh, that's going to go in the bunker as well. So if Labour get in, which they will do on a certain, the central plank of their manifesto is going to be free breakfast clubs for under sixes or under 11s or something like that. I was saying this morning, right, as if that's really going to turn the country around, giving kids a bowl of bloody cereal in the mornings.
Bit of porridge.
Yeah.
And some kippers.
Right, I've got to be careful with this. Actually, I had porridge this morning. Porridge and blueberries.
Lovely.
Okay, well, one of us made the fairway. Well done, Dave.
Hey. I can only go conservative at this point anyway, so...
Yeah, the bunkers really didn't make much difference. And there's no lips on them, so not really in play.
Yeah. There you go. It's a flopping contest between you and Dave.
Where's Dave?
OIMs. It's been a while.
Did we ever explain to Andy why we say we're playing for OIMs?
Probably not.
Explain to me what, Dave?
No, every now and then when we're close together, we say, well, this is for OIMs. OIMs.
OINs? OINs?
Yeah.
OIMs. M's.
We'll tell you after Dave's had his shot. We can explain.
Well, I think you better, because I'm absolutely clueless on this concept.
Oh!
Oh, you beauty. No OIMs for me.
No OIMs.
It actually worked out really well, but bloody hell, it looked terrible off the club. I think you're going to win.
Yeah, when Dave and I worked together back in the 80s at the data centre, OIMs were what you had to fill out if there was a problem with one of the computer batch jobs or whatever.
Yeah.
That had to be escalated. And so it was a whole bunch of work, paperwork basically, even though it was electronic. And we would play pool to decide who did the paperwork on night shift. It was great. Right, 142 plus 8, 152. So just chop the 159 a little bit like that. Don't pull it and chop it. Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
Not at all.
That is a miss hit and a half.
That is a dog's breakfast. That's what that is.
Another great Aussie saying.
Is that an English saying, Andy?
I beg your pardon, Dave. I was coughing. Is that
a dog's breakfast? Is that an English?
Oh yeah. Dog's breakfast.
Yeah. Well, that's what my shot just was.
Yes. I'm not going to contradict that assertion, Dave. Is this better?
It's better. They've been flat lately. I'm just hoping it is.
Stop. Fucking too hard. Dick.
Well, that went pretty straight.
Yeah, there was a bit of turn, but not as much as I thought it was.
Yeah.
I'm not sure whether it's the very first hole where there was a lot of that green, which was quite bad. But to be fair, the rest of the greens have actually been quite benign.
Yeah, and even the ones that were super difficult, I mean, they weren't unfair. They were close, but they weren't. And given if you'd had BLI, you know, they might have been a bit easier to manage as well. I don't think I'd ban the course because of those greens.
Well, it was really only the first green that had the nasty hole.
Oh.
The rest have been okay.
Yeah, they've been, like I said, there's been some really difficult ones, but they're not unfair.
Right down the middle.
Well, that was a much better percentage shot than mine, Andy, which playing with danger.
Fraught with danger.
Indeed. Not anymore, though.
No?
There's the ball.
I don't think this is going to come out.
No,
the raging bull is out.
I can live with that. 70. Not happy with that one.
Okay. $7 feet.
Gorgeous time. Yeah.
Left it under the hole anyway.
Lovely.
Certainly did. Certainly did. Back under the hole.
Yuck.
Calling that nice shot. Chips. Go on. Oh.
That was close. knacker. Ah, that was quite a way off.
Yep.
Didn't want to have to make a 5-footer there. $384. Okay.
Hand grenade for a while. I think I'm clear.
It looks like it.
Okay.
Good.
Pretty central, I would say.
Just about perfect.
And that's going to find the fairway as well.
Yep. Beautiful.
Good shot.
All right. Not a super fan.
Yep.
I thought I'd get a softer bounce and spin than that.
Yeah, I was thinking, oh baby, for a second.
Okay. 24.10. Oh, that's awful, really. I've got away with an awful lot of indifferent putts.
Stop. Oh.
Oh, it's another one, Dave. It had a look and decided, no, I'm not going. Don't like the look of that.
This game is going to be a what could have been game, I think.
You're a could have been champion, Dave.
Yep.
I'm praying this is straight. And the first bit is. I think I'm all right.
Yep, pretty straight.
Was. Dodged a bit of a bullet there after that indifferent first putt.
All had our share tonight. Oh, come on.
You shouldn't have made that adjustment.
I thought I had.
No, I said you shouldn't have. You made one adjustment to the left.
And he's taking the same line.
Oh well.
You can't afford to go too far right on this one. So.
Yeah.
Like that.
So no one hit the fairway. I have a feeling our fairway stats are going to be a bit ordinary tonight.
Yeah. Well, I've missed an awful lot of stuff.
I can't think of any stats that are going to be great tonight. That looks good. Right? Wow.
Well, that's as good as you can do, I think, from there.
Yeah. It's a great shot.
Might be good enough for him.
Get in front of him. No! As if he needs any help from me.
Well, thank you very much, Dave. It is appreciated.
Indeed. Indeed.
Well, this is. If I got to 3 ahead, ooh, 2 holes left. There's just an outside sniff. You know what I'm talking about.
I do. He's got ambitions, Dave. We've got to shut him down.
Hey. Hey.
Extinguish that burning fire within the man.
Well, you're first, Dave. Just think that. It's a nice simple.
Yeah, well, I've left myself a tap in. I've just got to execute it.
If it doesn't go in, you know I've got to turn around and putt off the green.
Correct. No, don't do that. 20 inches downhill. Could it be out that far? I think so. I didn't take it far enough.
Pace was reasonable.
Reasonable, yeah.
remember earlier you said the game hates you, and I was thinking, no, it doesn't, but I think it does.
I would have preferred it like missed by 3 foot or something, not 2 inches.
It wasn't 2 inches, it was 1 millimetre. Oh, and he's drilled it, he's going.
Well, was that any... was I any help with that shot?
Well, I didn't see any movement left to right, but having seen what yours did, I did put it on the left edge of the hole, and I'm glad it did, because otherwise I would have missed it.
Yeah, because it did move to the right still, didn't it?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, 240 yards. Oh my word!
This is horrible.
Wow. I know Andy's not going to be holding back. He wants the birdie here. Gives him a sniff.
Well, that's not a bad line.
It looks great.
Not bad, but
242 carry.
Super fade.
well, you did part of the equation, which was to take a little bit off it.
I did not manage the fade correctly. It's not a bad line. It looks like too much.
Yeah.
Get off the green.
You want to give me the line again, Dave?
I think he wants to get off the green.
I do want to get off the green, but I don't know if that is going to
It's on
count
the
as...
green.
Oh! Counts as green! Oh, you miserable fucking thing.
It's 4 inches off the green. You can see it.
Oh, this is...
If it's any consolation, mine's not an easy putt at all.
No, neither of them.
But one thing for sure, I wasn't going to play with that bloody water.
Yeah, exactly. You know, there was no way the 5-wood was a sensible shot. Calling that a pretty good putt, Dave.
It'll do, maybe.
A lot of moving parts in that. 43 feet, 16 downhill. Oh no.
Oh no, indeed. All right. I've got to go up the thing and then down.
Yeah.
So almighty, this is.
It's not trivial.
39. Oh, I wish I didn't have to make this. Too hard. Way too hard. Or is it? Yes. Come on, come down. Well, that wasn't a good putt at all.
Oh, my God.
I'll take it. I'll take it. Sunk nothing all night. I'll take it.
No, don't go too far down that hill. 6 feet. Oh, Christ. Still me. Bloody hell, this isn't in either. This is not easy at all.
You backed yourself, Andy. You really backed yourself with the pace of that one. Good work.
No, you fucking moron. Oh, Jesus Christ. This ain't in. Shit.
We're back to 2 again.
Fuck.
Right. A very accurate drive here. It's not an accurate drive. It's probably going to be a 7 wood. Almost did a bird, ain't
That's where you wanted to be, Dave.
That was where I was aiming. You didn't go there. Perfect. Two perfects and mine.
up the line.
Good finish.
It's a good shot.
That really just died, didn't it?
Yeah. I was happy with the shot. Didn't get a bounce.
I like that line.
Yep, great shot.
A slick little putt, but
Yeah.
Definitely gentle left to right. It's a matter of how much.
Oh, good effort. Well, that give Dave a nice little read towards the end.
I had an idea with the way mine was running up to the hole anyway, but that has helped, but I don't know if it's going to help enough.
I'll see.
Two strokes. Oh.
It was turning and it straightened.
Yeah.
Should be okay. I don't know. Let's find out.
Yeah, nice finish.
Just.
Good birdie.
Boom.
Well done, Andy.
Yep,
Another good
nice win. Pretty solid play.
Yeah. Well, you can almost put it down to what happened on the very first hole.
How many times have I done something like that? Too many. I'm going to give myself a break because I've just come back from 3 days away. That's my point.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
66 and 2 68s.